Hi and welcome to the third stage of this year's Tour de France. Today the Tour de France takes us from Olonne-Sur-Mer to Redon and hopes of a mass sprint finish. My name is Dick Anderson and as always by my side our expert commentator Jim Jones.
Yesterday's stage was a day for the teams, and today I think we will see more of the sprinters.
Yeah, most definitely. And as always we had a breakaway earlier today. Among them was Leonardo Duque from Cofidis, Sabatini from Liquigas, Genet from Europcar, Seberg from Omega Pharma Lotto, Digent from Vacansoleil, Hinault from AG2R, just like yesterday, Ro from France Dedesche, Pavel Brut from Katusha, Erviti from Movistar, Gala from Soyar Soyazun, and Iris Sassar from Radio Shack.
Well, I think you mean Irisar.
Yeah, from Radio Shack, definitely. And the breakaway reached the intermediate sprint before we got a chance to go live. And Leonardo Duque was the first from the breakaway riders across the line at that sprint. Behind him was the Digent from Vacansoleil, Hinault from AG2R, Sabatini from Liquigas, and Ro from France Dedesche. And now it's time to end our recap footage and tune in live on today's stage of the Tour de France. Hi and welcome back. We are now live from the third stage of this year's Tour de France and the breakaway is 40 kilometers away from the finishing line. And the peloton is 5 minutes behind. So Jim, do you think that they can hold off to the finish?
I don't think so because of the headwind. It's very strong today, so I think they will burn out all the energy before the finish.
So the headwind is working in the peloton's favor, or since there are more people to take relays at the front?
Definitely.
Okay. So we promised you on yesterday's stage that we will give you part 3 of my interview with Ruben. So here you go.
Anonymous.
Yep.
What stage do you think? I don't know if you have looked on every profile, but what stage do you think the hammer will be dropped, where the Tour de France is actually decided?
Well, you know, the Tour de France always plays the waiting game, so I'm thinking there will be differences in, for example, Plateau de Bay in stage 14, that is.
Yeah.
And then I think it's going to be finally decided on the LBS.
The green jersey. We just have to touch a little bit on that as well. Who do you think? Do you think Cavendish finally can get it?
They changed the rules, I believe, with the first sprint with many points early in the stage, and then no more sprints till the final. So that definitely worked in his favor. I mean, there's no more Hustov tricks which he can pick in the mountains, or But Cavendish hasn't been so convincing this year, so I don't know if he's going to just take it. I mean, there's many young guys who are how do you say that? Knocking on the door. That's what I'm looking for. So, is he going to win it? Probably, but
he has to survive the mountains.
I haven't seen a convincing Cavendish this year.
He's been a little bit pissy, to just say it straight out. But I mean, as you said, it's been a little bit rule changing this year. So you got 25 points, I think, for the first place in the first intermediate sprint.
Yeah, something like that.
That kind of excludes those old guys like Hushovd and I was almost going to say Sabel, but he's long gone. So,
I think he's going to win the green jersey this year.
And then you got Tom Bone. I mean, he's like a joker to me. I don't know where to put him really.
Well, I don't know. I think his days as top sprinter are definitely over. So I said in the harder stages, like with the finish in the first stage and some other stages, he could be surprisingly good and even battle Gilbert perhaps. I don't know, but in the real sprints, I think he's going to have a tough time. He's going to need some transition stages to win, maybe.
Yeah.
The one with the few hills and which is too difficult for Cavendish, and then he can win from a select group.
So I just have to say thank you very much for taking the time to be with us, and take care.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, that was the last part of our interview with Ruben. So once again, thank you very much, Ruben. So Jim, back to the racing. Chavanel has just caught up with the first group. Do you think that they got a chance now when he has fresh legs?
Well, I think he will have to go counter-attack if he's going to win the stage.
So he has to go solo if he wants to win?
Yeah.
Okay. Where the peloton is now 49 seconds behind and we got 20 kilometers left of racing. It's HGC, Garmin Savello and Lampre at the front. They are chasing pretty hard now, Jim. As we can see that they are seeing them now.
Yeah, they can see them, and then it's definitely an advantage for the peloton to see the riders in the front, so they can just calculate from that position.
Yeah, just letting them fry on the frying pan. As we can see, Sylvain Chavanel and Pavel Brut going from the first group, but it didn't seem like they got a gap at all.
No, they didn't, and it seems like it's the Ghent that has bridged the gap up to Chavanel.
Yeah, it did, and now we can see that the peloton passing the bridge now. It's a long line, so that means that it's fast and
perhaps
a lot of
windy.
Yeah, a lot of wind. And now the first group is back together again, and Sylvain Chavanel is most likely going to try again, I think. What are your opinions on that?
Well, he will have to if he wants to go for the stage win. So, but as I said earlier, the headwind. It's hard to go alone then, and now it's just 10 kilometers left to go, and you can see that all the remaining sprinters in the peloton, they're up there to fight for the win.
Yeah, they are, and 23 seconds, that's not enough for in 10 kilometers. He will get caught, I think, and the peloton is now, yeah, pretty much bridging the gap, I would say.
And it's HTC, Garmin Savello and Lampre that's doing the work now.
Yeah, it is, and all the sprinters and lead-out men are gathering at the front. It looks like Garmin Savello are working for Tyler Farr today, and Samuel Demola got the wheel of Tyler Farr as Petacci is making his way up the peloton. And there we can also see that Mark Renshaw is starting to get into position to make his lead-out for Mark Cavendish.
And don't forget the strong rider Tom Bone. He got 7th in the first stage of this year's tour.
Yes, he did, and now the peloton are on the final stretch. HTC High Road are making their way up the right-hand side. Alessandro Petacchi are on the wheel of... Oh, Matthew Goss got blocked, and Tor Husa got a perfect lead-out for Tyler Farr. Is this going to be Tyler Farr's big day? Alessandro Petacchi is right there. Roman Fior making his way, and there goes Alessandro Petacchi, and he takes this one.
And even though Cavendish got blocked, he ended up in 4th place, I think.
Yeah, it was a very strong finish by Mark Cavendish, and as we can see on the replay now, Alessandro Petacchi really got a good lead out from the Garmin squad.
He definitely got a perfect lead out from the Garmin squad, but what about Tyler Farr? He was even in a better position.
Yeah, but it didn't look like he had it in him today. But all creds to Alessandro Petacchi. It was a really strong sprint. Unfortunately for Mark Cavendish, he got kind of blocked there when Matthew Goss went to make his final lead out. Cancellara is still in yellow. That's good for the Leopard squad.
And unfortunately for the young Norwegian, Alessandro Petacchi takes the green jersey.
Yeah, but he gets to keep the polka dot jersey, King of the Mountain. And yeah, that was all we had today, Jim. So everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we hope that you tune back in on tomorrow's stage. Arrivederci!
And they're going to have so much fun on the move. And we can also see that the strongman Tom Bone is up there.
Yeah, and now the peloton are on the final stretch. HTC Columbia is making their way up the right-hand side, while Garmin Savello got the control in the peloton. There goes Matthew Goss, but he got blocked, and Tor Husa got a perfect lead up for Tyler Farr. Petacci is on his wheel, and there we can see Roman Fayeux making his way, but there goes Tyler Farr. Petacci's coming strong on his side, and he takes this one!